Hello, viewers. I'm SB.
I know
Welcome
this
back
thing's
to
a
Devil
major
May Cry
cultural
4,
artifact.
where we're already in a
It's
cutscene.
bad for the community.
I mean, it's a pretty good sword, I guess. It's okay. It's all right.
You get it back?
That's one sword.
And one to go. Need some company?
I think you better help the others. Try to get them as far away from here as possible.
Got it.
But, like, if you want to shoot a bunch of people on the way over, feel free. It would really help me out. All right, I mean, this is starting to feel pretty climactic here. We might be at the end. So, do we have enough orbs of either kind to power up meaningfully? We could, of course, stock up on health items. I don't know that that's necessary. And if, like, really, if the next thing is just... Well, we could pick up Trigger Heart, right? So you're in Devil Trigger longer once you fire it. I guess at this point, I think I probably am not going to get enough Proud Orbs to max out one of the styles. So, you know what? Let's do it. Being in Devil Trigger is awfully good. Oh, the other thing I wanted to look up was, is the Yamato... No, the Yamato is not... Well, at the very least, it's not upgradable. I'm assuming it won't actually go into our weapon rotation, again, because like what I said last time about just needing to press too many buttons to get from one weapon to another, but I guess we'll see.
You destroyed the Hellgates.
Yeah, it kinda tainted the view. So... You ready to fight now, or what?
You traveled this far to fight me. You could never touch the power of the Savior.
Sounds like you're overcompensating. Besides, I didn't want you to get a creak in your neck for looking down at me.
Silence! What would it take for you to alter your position?
How about death? So, you ready to eat your words?
Do as you wish. Your attempts are futile.
That was not a very good bluff. I think we all saw that coming.
The true form must be inside. Looks like it's up to me to take care of ugly hair.
Okay, now we get the Yamato. That's a weird way to do that. So after obtaining Yamato, it can be used with the powerful Dark Slayer style. Press the button of the currently selected style again. Okay. Okay, I see what they've done. It's only used in the style with the style button. Okay, I guess that's a creative way of making it so that you can give me a fourth weapon without it being too much of a pain in the ass to swap weapons around. So we can target the blue orbs, or the obvious blue gems now. Okay, nope, let's not go hitting me with giant balls of energy. This is just a matter of Dante being 1,000 times more competent than Nero again. I have the wherewithal necessary to hit him in the weak spots. That probably just goes back, right? Okay, I was wondering if there was going to be another jump pad at the other end, but no, we're just waiting for him to strike the platform and then run up his arm. Although it does seem like he mostly, he doesn't really let the right arm linger. And does this just go back? Oh, no, this is a different platform. Okay, so we're continuing to go upward. Interesting. Ah, okay. So you have to zap him with the laser to get the other. Boy, it really feels like he should be doing more to stop me from doing this. God, Wander never had it so easy, huh? Okay, we gotta get his legs somehow. Okay, so it looks like both the teleport paths lead you to the same area eventually. Feels like, well, this is another... Sorry, I'm not at the end of that path at all, am I? Oh, okay. He tipped the whole thing over. So I guess you have like a pretty limited amount of time to explore that route. Okay. Come on. Okay, so the range on the ground fire of this particular weapon is just too small. The missiles explode like 10 feet out, which I do not remember being a problem when we were using it on ground-bound enemies. But the machine gun mode works fine. We got him, no problem. I am like horribly injured. Okay, this is a ledge that we were able to get on before. Okay. Well, that whole platform's just gone now. So it seems like, yeah, you can't really, you can't really remain on any platform very long here. He is actively destroying them. I don't know that I want to be up here. I did not mean to jump off, though. I was going to see if I could target his chest thing, but I made an inadvisable jump. I'm not sure what I'm locking onto there. Probably want to, as far as like testing whether I can hit his weak points goes, the pistols are probably a better weapon to have equipped. So where does this one take me? Okay, and this is back around to the original platform. Okay, I hung out there because he lifted up his leg for a kick, and I thought maybe he would leave the leg available as a target, but no such luck. Gosh, I wish these guys were dropping HP, or not HP. No, yeah, that's what I mean. Oh, okay. When he's in that, man, I wonder if there's a ranged weapon that does work. Because like when he's in that stance he was just in, he has his leg up, and it seems like he would be able to shoot the leg crystal. Except, you know, obviously I can't. Dante won't target it. Yeah. Maybe I have to be closer to that end of the room. It's pretty tough though. It's pretty tough to focus. All right, let's see if it checkpointed us after we broke the third crystal, because it felt like it moved us to a new stage of the fight a little bit, but we might be starting over. Yeah, okay. The head crystal is in fact toast. Yeah. His leg is up like that because that's what Kamen Rider would do, not because it's targetable. Kamen Rider is probably not the best example. Oh, I wonder... Well... I was going to say, they gave us this Dark Yamato. I wonder if I can bat, like, his energy orbs back at him with the... The answer is no. Being in those sword animations did not do anything about you. Okay, we're finding some like new areas of the jump pad network here that I did not know about before. Oh, come on. This thing where he is constantly punching the platforms away and sending you back to the bottom is not interesting or fun at all. Oh, okay. That thing's just gone. Thing is, I don't think running up on him is going to help much at this point. Unless there's some kind of... Unless he has a stance where he holds us such that we are in front of the... Huh. I did that somehow. Yeah, if he doesn't have a stance where he holds us in front of his chest gem, then being over there on his arms is not going to be helpful. And who knows, maybe he will. Okay, go back. There's in fact nowhere to go from here. And I can't shoot him in his weak points in any meaningful way. Yeah, I can't really like do anything here. And he's gonna smash this platform, and then I'm gonna fall. Okay, I can cut apart his energy orbs. Well, the little ones, anyway. For more double trigger? I can just shoot him when I'm double triggered, actually. But again, not the big ones. Well, the Yamato has some pretty neat attacks. I don't know, I guess let's try this again. Let's try getting up on him, see if we can run up to a place where it matters. This game's really not like built. Nope, okay, he just throws me off of his arm immediately now. Put me on a different platform this time. Just shoot at the parts that matter. Dante, you can see the big fucking blue. I don't understand why Dante doesn't want to fight the demon. Buddy, this is like your whole thing. It really is frustrating to have a character who's like a part of whose thing is guns. Like, it feels like you should be able to just pick a location and shoot, but there's just no way to get Dante to care about the obvious glowing weak points on this enemy, and that is just, he's a professional video game boss murderer. Like, that's his entire identity. Alright, so we're not doing, like, this is not a matter of I'm not executing correctly. It's a matter of we're not even doing the kind of thing that is right. So I need to figure out what it is that can actually harm. Okay, so sometimes, hold on. Sometimes you can target, you must have to be exactly at the edge of the platform, but sometimes you can target his knee when he's in that, his leg jab, when he's in that stance. And I can keep it targeted, but I'm not actually hitting it when it's not up. Come on. Okay. So yeah, the issue is just that it wasn't, I guess, targetable from any further back than maximum closeness. Okay, gotta put a couple of moments in between those rolls. This is okay. You can target those. All right. Yeah, the damage is much, much, much better while transformed. Alright, so I can't target the center chest one while doing that. Might need to get up higher. Get him to do a different attack pattern. Ah. That's really annoying. Dante, like, jumps and I'm holding forward the whole time and he's just like, yeah, I'm gonna move forward 2 inches and then stop. Or you can hold the exact same amount of forward and have him just jump clean over the thing you're trying to land on instead. Your call. Alright, Steph definitely still can't shoot the chest from on his arm. What is the behavior that will allow for the chest shot? Okay, well, it's not that, but I do get to shoot him in the crotch when I do that, so that's something. Featureless Kendall crotch. Okay, this is a ledge I'm not allowed to do. But the fact that I'm not allowed to leave the ledge does not mean that I'm allowed to fight the boss on it. Can I just jump off the side of this? No, I cannot. Okay, hey, that enemy actually did drop some green orbs. Cool. Like, he does hover in real close for just a moment at the beginning of one of those attacks. Okay. I got this is like the reset platform. I don't really understand. It feels like the fight is maybe a little bugged out, perhaps. Wow, that really works. That when you can actually get them caught in that web of sword slashes attack, it really fucks them up pretty badly. I don't know, fighting these guys is not getting us anywhere, but also I can't, like, Dante literally won't target him as long as any of them are alive. Even when I hit the target switch button, it's not happening. Okay, I've earned freedom. Not that I know what to do with it. So it seems like he's just doing the same pattern of attacks, unless I get upward a little bit, in which case he destroys the platform that I'm on. Is he trying to keep me from getting somewhere in particular? I don't know, like, it seems like that's a move that should result in his center crystal being vulnerable, but it doesn't. Right? Like, look, it's right there. Just shoot it. Oh, okay, wait. I did something that time for some reason. Okay, and then we jump. No, I don't jump onto him. How am I to take advantage of? Because like the thing that's still open is his center, right? But oh, what is this? Where's this gonna take me? Ah, okay. There was apparently one on the back. I did not even realize there was one on the back that we somehow had to know about and get before we were allowed to try to get the one on the front. Yeah, like all these flowing like visions of his back that we get, it's always covered up by the oh wow. Okay, that does a fair amount of damage. It's always covered up by the stuff he's wearing on his backside. Oh, hi. I don't know why there's one of these here. The progression of this fight feels a little arbitrary. Like, I think triggering the weakness animation for the back jump, I think, is probably the worst of it. So okay, I've got him targeting the wrong thing, but I certainly can't shoot him in the gem while he's doing that. Okay, no, I'm allowed to target his chest gem during his normal animations now the way I always should have been. That sucks. Yeah, cool. I'm hitting him. Okay. I'm assuming that we're checkpointed right here, though. This is a terrible giant boss fight. It is a little embarrassing, I think, for the people who made this game. Oh god, that's the only jump pad on this platform right now. That this is like this when they made this game after so many God of War games have already occurred, you know? Okay, he's slowly turning, so I think we have to keep running. He's not going to play with us while we're over here. He's just going to destroy the platform. Okay, so now we're in the phase where we can damage his chest gem. And who knows how many times we'll have to do it. And we keep having to do this thing because the developers have decided that this is fun. Oh, collision. What's that? Whoever heard of it? Okay, that's weird. Please don't do that. Boss positioning is a little creepy. Oh my god, you are so annoying. Please just die. Wow, the iframes on that roll are serious, because I definitely just like rolled in such a way that I still got hit by that limb, and I turned out to be fine. Hi. What's up? Actually, yeah, I bet you can melee that, or at least when he's that close, I bet you can hit it with the dark slash. The Dark Slayer, I'm sorry. Come here, you. even doing damage. That was such an early roll. Come on, just break it. Probably ought to leave. I gotta tell you, the number of bullets that just hard miss because Dante doesn't feel like shooting at the target is a little annoying. We know we can avoid those, but why not? Just get out of the way, right? It's definitely more reliable. Ah, that was the wrong button. We do not jump over that attack. Okay, his chest crystal cracked at least. All right, here we go. Yeah, that's great. I bet that damage would be really good if I were double triggered. But yeah, this unfortunately is going to take 100 years. We got to get a better. So it's damage phase when he's like slowly rising up like that. So we definitely want to save our double trigger for that instead of the shooting, because the shooting is right. I gotta remember this only has the one teleporter, despite the fact that it looks identical to the platform that you are on at the start of all the other phases. Doing this again, really? I mean, we could buy health items and just force it. Doesn't feel like a very satisfying way to win the fight to me. The one thing that you should not be doing with your Devil May Cry game is making fights boring. And that's probably like the cardinal sin. I guess we don't really like need to save Devil Trigger because we get lots of opportunities to gain Devil Trigger. My roll is always early. Although I don't think it matters with the kick so much. It seems like the kick is just resetting the oh, okay, interesting. Do I need to damage his back gem again? Or oh, no. I mean, that's pretty good. That's a pretty good damage phase. So, like, a really solid hit in the coming up puts him into a, like, secondary fallback. I'm not certain that I did more... Oops, that's the wrong one. I'm not certain that I did more damage during that secondary fallback phase than I did during the one where he just kept sliding up slowly, and I got to hit him with the multi-slash twice. I don't know why I keep hitting the wrong button for the guns. It's not like it's changed or anything. I don't know that I need to jump a second time, but I do know that jumping a second time will keep me safe. That, then there's this weird looking stance is just very strange. Again, really early. What if we just pull him back in the middle of his melee combo? We get a little bit of reset time, and then we also get orbs, so honestly that might be a reasonable strategy. That was weird that we both took a big chunk of damage. I think I'm, yeah, not over the platform anymore. Yeah, like, there's so much just kind of like shooting around his chest before Dante finally locks in and starts shooting at the thing I'm targeting. What is going on? Okay, that time, I think I did the, I think I did the jumping upwards attack because I was trying to jump over a spin kick, which is not the thing he was doing. And it looked like I just like punched his arm real hard and it made him fall back into the weakened state. But it might have been that I just like I dealt a very small amount of damage and that was enough to push him over a threshold. Again, like signaling has never been this game's greatest asset. I should probably move. Does feel like I'm wasting double trigger a little bit though. It is also a waste of double trigger to get hit during double trigger. Well, it sure is a shame for this guy that there are just infinite platforms stacked perfectly vertically from one another, such that I can fall forever. Especially since he's the reason that all this shit is floating. Like, you would think he would, he could have put this together in a different way. Alright, we've almost got it. I don't think this is going to be the final boss fight. I suspect the final boss fight is going to be something a lot more, you know, me in a room fighting. Me in a room fighting a demon that it's probably not going to be man-sized, but it's going to be more traditional.
If the exterior is solid. Then you gotta take it out from the inside. Time to wake up, kid. You're missing out on all the fun. Nero!
I may have accidentally driven the sword deep into Nero. Hopefully he'll forgive me. Although, if anything, he's just made it worse.
It's up to you from here, kid. An opportunity to save the world doesn't happen every day, you know. Savor it. This I will savor. Let's clean up this mess.
Okay, I mean, that's interesting. They've done a great job of making Dante feel, yeah, our rating is going to be fucking horrible. I'm surprised it doesn't go lower. And to be clear, I don't think that's entirely fair, because so much of it was me just flailing around trying to figure out what the game will count as fighting the boss. But it's interesting that they, like, the way they made Dante feel powerful was by making him, like, numerically superior to Nero pretty much immediately, right? Like, you get a weapon that in a couple of hits clears enemies that take Nero a couple of combos, and, like, it's a very effective way. Having you sort of, like, struggle through things as Nero and then having them be sort of a glide as Dante is a very effective way of selling Dante in universe as a total badass, right? I wonder now if Nero's going to be tweaked up a little bit so that he doesn't feel like a real step back in power. I guess let's go find out. Let's just go ahead and see here. Yeah, next. Let's do it.
Do what you gotta do, kid. Because I'm about to send this guy on a one-way trip to hell.
Wait, Fire Hell or like the other, one of the other ones? I assume there's more than one other one. It would be super weird if there were just two hells and one of them was named Fire Hell and the other one was normal hell.
I'm gonna get this done.
The cutscene Dante seems to be having a much better time with that than I was. Surmount the stairs of tribulation. All right. I guess, if I must. So all of the skill up orbs that we earned as Dante, yeah, we still have here. So what was I working on? Like, what was I looking for? While Devil Trigger is active, space forward, grab and slash. That seems like it could be pretty cool. I bought all my combos, right? It's just a matter of, yeah, like ranking up abilities. The extra range on the hand is probably worth grabbing, but I think I am going to take this. And then, like, it's extra range on hand versus the Devil Trigger thing. And if we take the hand range, we could also grab something else small. It's not too much, actually. I don't even think I would bother leveling up charge. Greatly extending the range on streak is like whatever. I mean, this is kind of cool. All right, let's take this and also the final range upgrade. Boy, that was just barely there. And then we were acquiring very few red orbs, sadly. Do I want to just grab like a purple orb instead? More devil time? Yeah, we're probably not making it to 50k before the end of the game is my feeling. Get a little more devil time. All right. Unfortunately, Nero was asleep during Dante's solution to this kind of nonsense, so I don't think he knows how to implement it. Is there anything else going on in this room? Some pretty slick waterfalls of blood. Can I? Nope, I cannot jump in them. Yeah. Oh, man. Alright, so we gotta land directly on the purple spot, I guess. Is 6 good? 6 seems like too much. Alright. Well, a 6 now would be good. Oh. That was pretty lucky that we had that, we randomly took down that guy who was in the air above our target. I was really hoping I could get one of them in the lance grab there and then just hold him in place. Okay, we can finish this guy off before he gets called back into formation. The gold one's at like half. I haven't seen them. Okay, these other two are pretty low too. Alright, I think we're good here. Really want to target this one. Oh, damn it. There we go. Alright, he's dead. That's right, I have to break their shields before I can throw them. Okay, I'm getting my sea legs. It's not that different, but his combos time a little bit differently, and there are a couple of moves that are not quite analogous. Okay, it looks like 6 might be the right number on this board. Yeah, cool. Try to remember to actually dodge stuff. I don't have the parry button anymore, which is a real shame. Ow. Okay. My plan, by the way, was to like roll the die and then run over and grab the green orb while it was rolling. It just like didn't even strike my mind that we might get lucky and get through on the first roll. Wrong roll. It's wrong jump. Huh. That counted as hitting me, despite the fact that, like, the attack was clearly never anywhere near me. Yeah, this might, this level might not go down quite as quickly as I was hoping. I might end up not doing this all today. Let's see. Okay, if you die, you go back to the level you died on. So that, I mean, that's not too bad, really. And it restored us to full health. I wonder if it'll always be the same fight at the top of each tier, or if there's like a selection. Okay, guess we're gonna find out. Okay, so I just need to remember how to fight this guy. And not that I ever really knew how to fight this guy safely as Nero. I'm definitely getting caught up here, not being able to dodge fast enough because I'm in an animation. Wait, the thing where he goes out and then relights and just hits the entire room with an unavoidable wall of flame doesn't feel like the most interesting thing from a counterplay perspective. Yeah, he has multiple attacks that are just, this hits you no matter where you are. Wow. Okay, even at the height of my double jump, that was like very well aimed to hit me. That's a shame. Didn't manage to side roll at that time. Seems mad. It's not super clear to me what it is that causes him to go into the stagger state. It's just the thing that, like, it happens on some attempts and doesn't happen on some attempts. It might be just dealing a certain amount of damage to him within a certain amount of time. We managed to get his fire to go out there for like 1/10 of a second by shooting him, but then he just, he just relit instantly, and his fire going out seems to be more of a way for me to get damaged no matter what than anything else. The other guy. Okay. Yeah, I really love the way that throw deals damage, like, to the group of them if you can line it up. What I don't love is my statue here having collision. A normal grab. There we go. we're pretty good at fighting those guys at this point. 5 is going to take us past to another red, unfortunately. These guys I could do without ever fighting again, for sure. Alright, not too bad. Okay, we got a really good follow-up there. That was a lot of bounces. I should probably have grabbed the health orb before rolling when we were right in front of the 2 yellows, but whatever. Yeah, I don't really like... I'm not sure what recourse I have when he goes into reigniting. I think doing a better job of dodging stuff here, though. Really, I side rolled too early, and then my second attempt at the side roll turned into a jump somehow. Alright, well this is pretty bad. I definitely forgot about that attack. Come on! Alright, I don't think that attack has a maximum range. We were definitely further away than the end of his sword, but... This fight is considerably harder than it was the first time we did it, it feels like. Certainly considerably harder than it was for Dante. Nero doesn't have the same defensive options Dante does, though. Just the dodge and only what feels like a pretty weak version of it. All right, come on, let's just get through this. Unfortunate. I will say that their answer to how do we not make Nero feel like a significant downgrade to Dante is that they're just not going to bother. He does feel like a downgrade. I don't know, I guess, like, in a way that can work too, right? Like, everything depends now on this guy who is not, he's not the guy for the job, but, like, he's who we got. And so, it's gonna feel like a little bit more impressive when we finish the thing. Hey, look at that, Nero managed it, even though he's just Nero. Of course, I actually have to, like, win fights for that to work out. Yeah, I can't figure out if I'm actually doing less damage to them when the shroud is on, or... Whatever, it's fine. I'm a little annoyed at the hit I took there, though. I wonder if there's some kind of, catch in place. Like, after a certain number of rolls, you just get it. Because, you know, in theory, you could bounce around from red space to red space forever in here. Getting to commit to an attack, evade it successfully, and then double trigger it. Yeah, but it means like we'll be in for as much of the time as possible. Yeah, and he's like, it's not clear to me why he didn't immediately reignite there. He waited for us to strike him for a while, giving us the opportunity to get a real combo. Oh, interesting. I did actually, for some reason, sidestepping at exactly the right moment of that causes you not to take the full damage. Physically, that doesn't make any goddamn sense, but it's cool that it exists at least. Running, running, running. Not a good time to have to run. That really sucks. Yeah, if you get hit by one of those, there's no way to not get hit by, like, the knockback roll animation that it puts you in is uncancelable and guarantees that you will get hit if the attack is still occurring when you finish your roll animation. So it's a fantastic way of wasting a huge amount of your time. Okay. That's lucky. Let's try this again. Absolutely. Come on. I mean, this is kind of working, right? Okay, he finally seems to have noticed that I'm attacking him. It is weird that he doesn't have more of a response to this. I assume after a certain amount of health, he'll do something. Okay, walking toward me is definitely a better move. It's weird that it like mini staggers him every 100th shot or something. it wouldn't let me. It seems like you have to tap the dodge button at a pretty specific moment during the thing, and I just don't know when it is, so I'm doing a lot of guesswork here. Alright. The way I keep taking damage is by overcommitting to my attacks and being in an animation when I need to roll. Although there, it's by that attack tracking with 100% accuracy, so it didn't matter that I rolled. Ah! I pressed jump, but I guess not early enough. Wait, that attack has some wraparound. Alright, this has got to be it, right? Alright, what did I do there that was different than the other times? Nothing. He stopped being on fire and then fell down a second time during the fight. Alright, let me go get the green orb before I touch anything. I guess I need them both. Okay, 6 looks like it's not great here. Oh, it's gonna put me on a blue. Oh, did I? No, I did. Yeah, I miscounted. We don't actually know what'll happen if we grab these guys. Yeah, that's kind of what I was hoping, was that I would get to use them as a gun. Unfortunately, they're not very easy to aim. Stop running away. Okay, 1 down. Never mind. Back at 3 again. In the air. Okay, there we go. I have no idea what direction the other one is in, so I'm just guessing. That's definitely not it. It's a little bit of a shame that he doesn't, that Nero's not smart enough to kind of auto-target a little. Okay, that was not great, but it could have been worse. 2 is past the entrance, and it's a red slot. Great. Oh, it's the lightning demon. Okay, this actually is real scary. This guy could absolutely really, really fuck up Nero. Boy, that hit in a way larger area than I thought it was going to. My intent is to pop the double trigger once we're able to melee him. I'm trying to finish it off in a single cycle. But who says we survived that? Alright, the throw's pretty good. Oh, come on. Hate this. Okay, I was really not expecting to survive that. Okay, that'll at least get us some health back. Right, green orbs? Green orbs? Ooh, does this one not contain? Okay, there's at least one. Not very good overall, though. What is 3? Damn it. Okay, that was nice. The green orb. It does feel like I've forgotten some of my moves. Oh, that guy had no HP left. Not something I meant to do. There we go. The toss was what I meant to do. It just felt appropriate. Actually, yeah, those guys filled up our health considerably. That was really helpful. Okay. We have enough red orbs now to buy another purple orb, I believe. One or 4. 2 is not what we were looking for. 2 or I think 6 on this next one. Well, I tried to prevent any joins from happening. Oh, I was going to say, wow, these things have more health than I remember, but that's this. That was not the same one. Nope. I'll attack him. Oh, I guess the other one's dead. Okay. Well, then I guess do attack him. Apparently shooting the die counts as rolling it. God damn it. I feel like after you've had an encounter on a level, maybe you shouldn't be able to have that one roll again. And that can serve as like a sort of a soft limit on the number of bad rolls you get. Is like after you do a red spot, it turns into a different color. Yeah, it seems like you don't get to turn the dog around very much after picking it up. Like there's a limit to the number of degrees you can change your heading. So it's really hard to shoot the others with it if they are behind you. And by really hard, I mean actually not doable. Hey, that's not great. missed one of the greens. Okay, one puts us back on the white spot. What does that do? Nothing. Really? That can't just be like a yellow? You can't just be cool? Okay, it's fine. It's got us back to full at least. I'm starting to wonder if they in fact have not actually built in any protective systems here. Alright, what is... Oh, okay. Man, I really wish jump and roll weren't the same button. We do end up having a lot of problems with the game interpreting my desire to do one of those things as a desire to do the other thing. Help. Well, that's what happens when you try to grab them, I guess. Not a good move. I think I saw the frog body for a second there, which probably means we're about to get pounced out of the dark. Yep. Like, I know I'm not using like the charge shot or sword rev techniques at all, but like it's very difficult to want to take the time to rev up the red king when doing so forces you to stop doing anything except walking very slowly, which is usually not a thing you can afford to be doing for long periods of time. I guess like here it's okay to wind that up like that. Alright, not too bad, right? Stop roaring at me, I'm killing you. It turns out I'm fine for some reason, even though that was a very, very clumsy way to handle that. Yeah, I just got greedy, tunnel visioned. Didn't need to do that. Okay. This is a much easier boss fight. Although it's got one of those self-reversing cameras that I hate so much. Is this... Okay, I think we're on the last board game floor. And I may as well grab the Devil Gauge orb as well. Because I'm sure this time it's going to be really easy, right? We're just going to get there in one. Who dares? It turns out lizard man bears. I still haven't really worked out what to do with these guys when they go into shield mode. It seems like all you can really do is just wait for them to come out of it. Alright, pretty good. Okay, not too bad. So I need like a 3 or... I guess really just only a 3. A 5 is blue at least, I think? Or no, I was counting from the wrong space. It's 2 and 4 that I wanted. There's no way it's just one of these guys. I have no idea what this strategy is. It doesn't seem to be actually interested in doing anything except getting hit. Shield's pretty red there. There, it's time for suplexes. Yeah! I don't know if you can tell, that's probably my favorite enemy pro. Alright, 2 or something really high. 4, I think, is red. Sure is. Would you believe it's 4 lizard men? Why do you have to shield up now? Okay, this will kill him. Oh, boy, that was a big downgrade in our combo. Just getting hit once by an attack that has like no startup animation. Throwing a quick taunt for nobody but me, really. Alright, are we good? Please just play along. Just a little something. Okay, 3 is good. I'm not sure how I got in there. I was really hoping I could interrupt her attack animation with the transformation like you can with a lot of stuff, but apparently not. It's a pretty good chunk of damage though. Back out when she does the head thing. You gotta just go up when she does the body thing. don't always get a huge amount of animation, though. Or a huge amount of warning. Some of these animations are pretty short. Ooh, yeah. Cutting a little close there. There we go. That helps when you can actually get some sword contact during double trigger time. Okay, actually hitting her body is doing like really negligible damage. I didn't realize how bad it was before. Yeah, it's definitely better to be in the air hitting the upper part. So you can just kind of stay on her here, even though she has this attack that's designed to punish you for doing that. If you're using the stinger around her correctly, because you like slide forward, and it takes you out of the strike range. Wants you right now. Trying to fake me out, I think? Not really sure what's going on with that. Alright, most of the bosses are easier than the Red Hell guy, honestly. Well, I do think we would have been able to afford that other blue orb if I had saved. I did not realize how many orbs we were going to make by being trapped forever in board game hell. I was wrong. There's still more. Somehow there's still more of this shit. Can you believe it? What a nightmare. I should probably grab this first. Okay. That's lucky. No, we can definitely kill this guy in one. I just need to be cognizant of a couple of things. Nope, not you. I'm trying to grab you. Ah. I'm having to trust a little bit that these are going to the right spot. I like how much he staggers when you hit him while you're in double trigger mode. Stay back a second until they're like fully in the room. I shouldn't have gone for that while the other sword was already spinning. I was greedy. Out of the corner. Oh, God. God, those ones. Yeah, when he summons the fish, it's definitely far more annoying. Stay up. Nope. All right. Stay up forever is not an actual plan. All right, I'm pretty pleased with the way that timed out. No, I should have thought that through better. It was just so greedy, it felt like damage time. I actually do want to pick these up. I might not have bothered if it were just us fighting him, but since there is, you know, more level after this. Come on now. I am bummed out that we then lost all of that health and a bunch more because I let him get one extra swing off. So kind of turns out not to be the right strat, but all right. In any case, we did it.
Talk about shaking things up in here.
Hey, kid! You should see what I'm going through.
Guess we're in the same boat then.
All right. Well, I think we can say with some confidence that that's the last time we're going to see the stupid dice rolling gimmick. And, yeah, good riddance to it. Yeah, continues, etc. You know, honestly, still a B with all that. I'm pretty okay with that outcome. All right, we are definitely past time for today, though. All right, that's going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm feeling better at the game. You know, I got hung up on that fire hell boss, and that was a little embarrassing. But aside from that, I'm feeling like I've got a pretty good handle on this, and I am ready for it to be over. And I think it's got to be, right? We've got to be in the last one or two. So come back next time. I'm going to just go ahead and call the shot here. Come back next time for the final boss, and we'll see you then.